distinction award goes to Rosalyn Cama, ASID. Spanning almost 4 decades, Roz has long been recognized as a leader and innovator in the field of healthcare design. Her dedication to the profession of interior design and ASID is long-standing, from her days as a student and from her commitment to the ASID Connecticut chapter and many volunteer positions with ASID at the national level, including Society President and Chair of the ASID Foundation. In all her efforts on behalf of ASID, her profession and her clients, Roz brings a deep understanding of how thoughtful design creates interior environments that improve outcomes. Her design firm, Cama Inc., has gained national recognition as a leader in the field of healthcare design. Roz is among Healthcare Design Magazine's 25 most influential people in healthcare design, and under her stewardship, the firm has completed dozens of projects for health systems nationwide. From the early days of her design career, Roz also considered the big picture. What was the interior design professional's role in impacting improved outcomes for building occupants? It was through a series of ASID white papers during her time as director and president of ASID in the 1990s that she became familiar with the concept of evidence-based design, which quickly became the cornerstone of her practice. Today, she is one of the most recognized proponents of evidence-based design. She is a staunch supporter of the Center for Health Design and its Pebble Project, and also a longtime volunteer, having served as a national director and chair of the center. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause for Roz Cama.
Nothing more gratifying than the accolades of one's peers, and so I stand here humbled. One does not get to this stage alone. There are many who have contributed to this distinction, and without their acknowledgement, love, and support, I wouldn't be standing here. So a few in the audience need to be singled out, probably all of you, but I'm going to just pick on a few for placing me on this path of distinction. First and foremost, I need to publicly acknowledge my husband, Ron Mazikine, for all those dinners alone. I was out with you all. And for my parents for their selfless support of my work in the field of interior design. I'm going to pick on Marty Rail. Marty, for seeing the passion in a 30-something-year-old's eyes and immersing me in national leadership at ASID. I was on that path, and I met and dreamt with many of you. It was Penny Bonda whose sage wisdom told me to focus on a topic I would be willing to make my own after my ASID presidency. That advice led me to Deborah Levin in the Center for Health Design, with whom I thank for exposing me to the art of interdisciplinary conversations. It's those conversations that led me to colleagues and clients who have given my firm, Cama Inc., which I share with my business partner at Bottomley ASID, an amazing team of ASID designers the projects and opportunity to launch innovation in this field. You see, what I have learned is that we can spend many hours in a room discussing the virtues of interior design, but until we get to the multidisciplinary conversations focused around a handful of design interventions proven to impact outcomes that are tied to a larger driver, we're only convincing ourselves. These drivers have to be so large that they have impact on policy and larger national or societal issues to give us the traction we need. My world of healthcare design has come full circle from the not so desirable design sector where I started my career to the sector that has engaged for major issues facing our society today. It took the Institute of Medicine in 1999 when it proclaimed that 100,000 people were dying needlessly each year to push a small but effective Center for Health Design to make the connection between a design intervention, the single-bedded room, to the reduction of the spread of deadly infection. It was that single design intervention that fueled this evidence-based healthcare design movement. The most recent conversations around health reform has focused us towards designing environments that are much more efficient and effective, improving care delivery, but more importantly, providing the financial stability for care providers. These conversations about interconnectedness between design and outcome and its subsequent positive return on investment, you see it's all about dollars, have gotten interior designers to the table pre-planning. To this end, the next conversations take us out of the clinical setting and into communities as we see the real dilemma in healthcare's before disease sets in. As evidence-based designers, we need to develop design interventions for the built environment that contribute to health and wellness. This will be described as human-centered design, driven through the conversations taking hold around the accountable care medical model. At the IDEC conference this year, with my futuristic hat on, I predicted that interior designers could own crucial conversations focused on the preservation of human existence through the development of evidence-based restorative environments. It is here where I see the emergence of biophilic design contributing to our success. I implore you all to own baseline knowledge. Consider EDAC certification, as this design methodology has left the station and is on a very long journey. Don't let this advantage be taken from us. The work my colleagues and I have done to date have just laid the foundation, but has opened the door for all, and I say this again, to make the correlation between design interventions, outcomes that are tied to conversations about larger policy or societal issues. There's a big clue in there. We have miles yet to go, and we need all of your engagement. So I'd be remiss not to ask that you find the way to connect to these conversations and contribute both intellectually and financially. The ASID Foundation is building a research agenda so that we may stay ahead of these conversations, but we'll need your financial support in order to make the case stronger for the interior designer's key component to improving the human condition. So on that subliminal note, support the hand that feeds you. I thank you for recognizing my work, my passion for interior design, my love for the American Society of Interior Designers. Godspeed. Please join me as there's so much more work to do. So congratulations to all with whom I've shared the stage tonight. God bless us all.